Welcome to Boomhauer69's channel, and today Boomhauer is going to talk about the game Uno. What is this about? Well, what Uno is a card game. It's a card game that I grew up playing many years as a kid at my grandma's house. We used to play this a lot, and it's a really fun game. It has different colored cards and different kind of scenario cards that causes players to do certain things. Like right here's the instructions. It shows you what kind of cards there are. This one right here is a draw 4, a wild, skip, reverse, and draw 2. And what the draw 2 card does is causes the player to draw 2 cards, the next player to draw 2 cards. Reverse reverses the direction that the game is going in. Like, where let's say you lay down a reverse, the opponent that went before you may have to go again, or the person in front of you may have to go again, And then the skip, basically it changed the direction from, let's say, if the direction of the game was going, if clockwise, everybody was going clockwise, you could reverse, and then it would go counterclockwise, or reverse it again back to clockwise. Skip, this card right here is considered a skip. And that actually allows the opponent to lose. I'll read here what it says. Skip, when you play this card, the next player is skipped and loses their turn. This card may only be played on matching colors. Yeah, you have different colors, and like you have blue, green, and let's see if we can find a wild here. Right here is what the color of the cards you got. You got yellow, red, blue, green. This is a draw 4. This allows, if you have one of these, you can play it, and it allows you to change the color of the cards and causes the next opponent to have to draw 4. Now, what I liked about this game, here's what the actual card deck looks like. Here's what another wild card. Now, this wild card, all that allows you to do is change the color and nothing else. But here's what. And the line under the 6 is to let everyone know that that's a 6 card, because the 9s and 6 look about the same, and there's a 5, and so you have all these different colors, cards, greens and stuff. And the object of this game is to be the first one to go out. You deal 7 cards, and in the game, your goal is to be the first one to go out. And when you're down to 1 card, you only have 1 card in your hand, you let everybody know, you say, hey, Uno. You let everybody shout out Uno, so that everybody knows that you only have 1 card left. Because if you don't say Uno, then somebody else can say, hey, how many cards you got, and make you draw 2 extra cards. Because the object of this game is to be the first one to go out and have nothing in your hands, no cards left. You deal 7 cards total, and the object is to be the first one to go out, and you deal 7 cards, and that's what it is. You start out with 7 cards, and your goal is to be the first one to go out. I've had tons and tons of enjoyment playing this game as a kid growing up down for the years. I really love playing Uno. It is a fun game to play. One thing I like about it is you can kind of make up your own rules too if you want. That's one of those games where there's so many different little rules to play in Uno. I spent hours of playing this, and we used to make it more challenging and fun as a kid. We used to play where if somebody laid down a draw 2, you could slap, and you had a draw 2 in your hand, you could lay down a draw 2 and make the next player draw 4, or if you had a draw 4, you can make the next player draw 8. You could, I'll show you here, you could, basically, we used to play where you could lay draw 4s or reverse and skips and trouble cards, I guess you'd call it. You could lay one on top of one, like, for example, well, we used to play where if somebody tried to skip you and you had a skip in your hand, you could hurry up and skip the next person and whatever. And yeah, and all I say, Mattel Games, the person who created Uno, I think they did an awesome job at creating a game. Again, it's for ages 7 and up, and players 2 to 10, so you can have up to 10 players, minimum of 2, and it's just one of those games that I've enjoyed playing for hours on end, and I remember many times playing it up to my grandma's, and if I had to rate this game, I would give it a full 5 stars, because I enjoyed it and loved it, It's a great game to play when you want to have family game night, or, your power's out and you ain't got much to do, or you're out camping, hiking, and you bring this along, it would be definitely worth it. So, yeah. If you like this sort of content, feel free to subscribe to my channel, because I'll be trying my best to do some more probably board game, card game reviews of games that I played and what my thoughts are on them and stuff. And basically my own thoughts is this is a fun game to play. It really is. And so I hope you like this video, and thank you for taking the time to watch my channel, and hope you all have a good day, and comment below what you liked about this game if you ever played it, Hope you all have